Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 9 now. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on first down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Let's go, defense.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Giants. Looking to throw. Jones.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass.
Jones on the
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Jones to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
It got his man complete. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we can...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
A 27-yard attempt.
Ficken's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Rohrwasser set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4.
Bring the play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Daniels. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the whip. 59 mark. Check, 59.
He'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Mike, check, 59.
And Daniels has it, left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 55's Mike, got 55.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jets 24. Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's caught inside the 25.
Complete.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards.
First down, Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jones to throw on third down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Flushed out right. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check 59, Mike, they smash.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Check safety, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Street, check, 59. Crunch time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Jones pass.
It's a gain of 34. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Williams on the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 21-yard line.
53. Let's go, Roll. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Back to throw. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Jones now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
To number 82.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Come, baby. Come, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. 53 for Mike. 53.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Jets, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Vincent Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ashton Davis on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Vincent Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jets 38, Giants 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, we got Mike, number 79. 19 tight. 19 tight. You better bring it. Show it. Hey, smash Bronco. He's checking. Crash. 79 Bronco. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. We own them. Go.
Now Jones on first down. Incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Check smash. Check 53's right. Watch the pass.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Strip that ball. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Hurt. Mike.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check. 53. Check. Right there. Hurt. Target. Ryan. Riggs. Switch. Cut 19. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Number 82.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're running it. 59 more. Check, 59. Let's go. Smash. Let's 59.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. We would spin the block around, like they irresponsible without you running or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to fuck with my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a mess. To the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Tesla driver soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Nigga need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?